Right, so this is an update over my how to get a load of XP before the Wasp part for my Will only run. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our one upgrade and we are going to put it not into Assassin Rush, but Force Push. And this is a much quicker route than the one I uploaded last time, which I'm now going to get rid of. So what you got to do is we just push Force Push, because that's going to be useful. And the immediate thing we're going to do is take the quest, and then we're going to go straight over to the guild shop, because it's actually completely viable to do this instead of going all the way to Bowerstone. So what we're going to do, sell items, potions, get rid of the res files, get rid of the health potions, and we're going to buy items, potions, will potions 20. So that's pretty good. We've got 20 will potions. Now all you got to do is get out of here. So what we're going to do is we've already got the quest selected. We are just going to go out of the front door, but we are not going to do the quest. Just to repeat, we aren't going to do the quest. We have other things we want to do first, which I'm actually able to explain a bit better now that I've done a complete run with these strategies. So we'll go straight past this guy. He's going to complain a lot about all whatever nonsense he's complaining about. And we are going to go straight over here to the Greatwood entrance. We're not going to Bowerstone at all. We're not going to the picnic area. We are going straight to Greatwood entrance. Right. So what you don't want to do is accidentally attack one of the wasps with a stick or something, like I did, because that will invalidate your run. You just want to get their attention, maybe with lightning, whatever you've got, and it's going to be quite useful. So from here, you can shock a few more of them, get more of their attention, and now we head over here. Because there's a load of health potions and will potions, which you might use, you can probably sell, and there's also a Will Master's Elixir. I think it's a Will Master's Elixir, which gives you extra mana. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our equipment, our items, and we're going to equip the Will Potion to our D-pad, use the Will Master's Elixir so we got more mana, and then we can just spam Force Push. Because there's no entity detection, well, there is entity detection is what I mean, on dead bodies. So what it means is you can just spam this. And you can see there our combat multiplier is going up through the roof. And we don't have to do anything, we just have to use Will Potions and keep spamming Force Push, which is the easiest thing in the world. Now we can do this to get about 1,000 experience, I think it was, and you can of course use it later on. So I'll show you the Wasp fight and show you what you've got to do from there on, because that's what I did and it worked pretty well for me, so if it worked well for me it can maybe work for other people as well. So what we'll do is we will now head back to the guild. I don't think I got as much XP there as I can do. You can get more. But from here, we're going to go back to the guild, because we just got a load of experience. And that's useful, we've also got upgraded mana. So the main reason we did this is it sets us up with Force Push to spam for experience like you just saw, and gives us enough experience to get Fireball for the actual Wasp Queen fight. So I didn't get as much experience as I would have liked, but I got just enough to afford Fireball, and that's all we're going to need. We don't need anything else. If you can afford magic power, it is nice to have, but, you know, that was a fairly poor attempt at getting experience there, and we still got more than enough for Fireball. So now what we're set up with is we're set up with a lot of potions, we're set up with lightning, which we're not really going to use, and we're also set up with Fireball, which we are going to use in the fight and later on in the run, which is pretty useful in Will only. So what we're going to do is going to go over to the picnic area, and one of the big things with having Force Push instead of, you know, Assassin Rush or Fireball from the get-go is it's another opportunity for experience, because as I said, entity detection works on dead bodies. So despite the fact the wasps are dead, we still get entity detection, and because we get entity detection, we get a combat multiplier. So you can go over here, get rid of this guy. Ideally, try not to use much experience, and you can just spam some Force Push, you know, kill these wasps. It's pretty useful to do. You're going to end up picking up most of the experience anyway, unfortunately, just because of how this game works. And then we can just stand here and start spamming this, using our potions and building up our combat multiplier, which is useful to do. So we'll just keep doing this while the Wasp Queen spawns more wasps. Avoid getting hit by them, because you want to try and keep your combat multiplier up as high as it will go. And we can of course lock on to the wasp whenever we need to. So from there we can just lock on and shoot her with Fireball, which is useful to do. So it's worth staying locked on and spamming this still to keep the combat multiplier actually from going up. So As you can see here, we're going to end up leaving this fight with quite the chunk of experience and quite the chunk of, well, experience, which is what we need. And of course, as I mentioned, we got the potions, which are useful, and it's just an easy fight. You know, there you go. That's Wasp Queen done. And from there, we can just spam this some more. You know, just try and get combat multiplier and experience up in general. It works pretty well. It's nothing spectacular, but it's nice to do. So, what you end up with there is you end up with a situation where you've got plenty of experience just after the Wasp Queen fight. And from here, you'll want to buy... I went with Physical Shield and Summon, because you can spam Summon for extra experience in the next quest. But really, that would be a topic for another video. So, if this was helpful, I don't know, something. Enjoy, everyone.